Good evening, everybody. My name is Rusty Buehler. I recently moved back to Buffalo, New York about 3 years ago, and I'm so thrilled to be back in the hometown that I grew up in, and equally as excited to be wearing actual clothes tonight for this event. Well, clothes that button.
Good evening, Jewish Buffalo. I'm Nancy Fernandez. Good to see you again, and welcome to my backyard paradise.
And we want to welcome you tonight to the 2021 kickoff for the Campaign for Jewish Buffalo.
As you sit back and enjoy the show, you'll have many ways to show your support for the community here in Buffalo, in Israel, and around the world.
We also wanted to thank everyone who's made their pledge for the 2021 campaign, including everyone who's made a 3-year commitment. For those of you who haven't, you'll have the same opportunity when you make your gift tonight.
We want to thank you for being here, and we also want to thank the Benderson family who sponsored this entire evening.
We're just so excited to get started. We have wonderful things in store for you. We have laughs, we have tears, just a lot of special things up our sleeves, our real buttoned up sleeves.
And each of you should have gotten an amazing gift bag delivered to your house. Oh, it's heavy. And look at what's inside. Oh my God, Rusty, do you feel like we're on a plane right now?
What I would give to be on an airplane right now, Nancy.
I wouldn't even mind the stale air.
Well, cheers to tonight. It's going to be a lot of fun. L'chaim. And we're going to start the show with greetings from friends from past and present. This particular segment is sponsored by the National Comedy Center.
Take it away, Alina.
Hey Buffalo, Shana Tova. So glad that I have the opportunity to be with you again, this time again at your kickoff. I'm so excited about the campaign year and what you are going to do to make extraordinary things happen for Jews in need in Buffalo and around the world. I want to remind you that during every extraordinary time, there are extraordinary people. You are the extraordinary people that are going to make this campaign year amazing. Shana Tova, Happy New Year with all my blessings.
Hi everybody, I'm Bruce Buehler, author of Walking the Bible and Abraham, that's me on a camel over my shoulder. This is my office here in Brooklyn. I'm also the author of this new book, Life is in the Transitions, which this week is in the top 10 of the New York Times bestseller list. I was looking forward to traveling from Brooklyn to Buffalo to join you for the annual meeting this year, but circumstances are not allowing us to meet in person. So we're all going to gather next year. I will look forward to being with you then, in person, and in the meantime, stay safe, happy transitions, and may you have a sweet new year.
Hi, it's Alan Zweibel. Remember me from last year when I came to speak to you guys? Buffalo Jewish Federation. A lot of things have changed since then. I think you were the last people that I was ever in a big room with. I'm here at my house in Cliffside Park, New Jersey, and the world has changed a little bit. And you know something? We got to do something just to keep our senses of humor and to keep positive about things. You know, I would love to speak to you guys again. As a matter of fact, and I don't know if it's a big apartment, but I don't know if I can invite all of you over. Maybe for a big brunch. I don't know if we can be socially distant. Maybe we can do it by tables, the way you sat that night when I spoke to you. That would be great, okay? Love for you guys to come over, wear your masks, and we'll have bagels. What have I been doing since I saw you? I wrote a book called Laugh Lines, My Life Helping Funny People Be Funnier. It's got anecdotes from all the years that I've been a comedy writer. It's got quotes from Steve Martin, Dave Barry, Larry David, Marty Short. They're all in here. And it has a lot of the things, a lot of the stories that I told you that night, but I'm sure that a lot of you have been thinking about yourselves and haven't committed those stories to memory. Number one, shame on you. Number two, they're in here, plus a lot more. So you know what would be great? What would be great is the next time that we're all allowed to be in a room together. I would love it if you invite me back. I'll tell you more stories. I'll make you laugh. Maybe we can all go on a field trip together to Jamestown to see the National Comedy Center, which is the best place in the world. For anybody who wants to laugh, anybody who wants to know the history of laughter in the United States, that's the place to go. But I have real fond memories of Buffalo, real fond memories of the night that I was with you. Buffalo is mentioned in my book because, as you remember, I went to the University of Buffalo. So, and I was really, really struck during that visit that I made to you guys, which I think was last September, about how the city has come alive again, how it's evolved. You put me up at a hotel, I went for a little walk, and it was this beautiful street with cobblestone, and there was fountains, and I looked up, and it said Chippewa. Now, I'm 70 now, so I'm going back, I'm showing my age, but when I went to the University of Buffalo, Chippewa, if you wanted to get the clap, that was the street you went on, because there were hookers and there were all sorts of terrible people there. This was gorgeous now. It looked like Rodeo Drive. I'm bending down because I dropped my little buffalo, which I'm supposed to toss off at the end of my little speech here. So once again, I hope you're all healthy. I hope you're all happy, and we'll get through this. And I really hope you invite me to come see you again. I had a blast. What you guys do is a great cause, and I'd love to be a part of it in any way, shape, or form. So be good, and I hope to see you again. Ready?
Wow, thanks, Alan. I was busy reading your book, but it's just really incredible hearing all of your experiences and learning how to tell a joke in your most recent book and hearing about all your wild times on Chippewa.
It's so good to see him again. He's so funny. And you can tell that he is a parent of older children since every single piece of furniture in his apartment is white.
Well, speaking of children, tonight we're showcasing some of the many programs that are powered by the Buffalo Jewish Federation.
First up is PJ Library, an incredible international program that mails Jewish books to children beginning at 6 months old. And I'm lucky to be a PJ Library family, and my son looks forward to every month getting a package in the mail. He gets so excited and runs around, and these are some of his books. And this book, he's been sleeping with this book since he was a baby.
That's adorable. And tonight we have another family with us to show you some of that PJ magic in action. This segment is sponsored by Alesco Advisors.
Hi, I'm Alyssa Strang, born and raised here in Buffalo, New York, and I'm so glad to be back here to be raising my family. I'm a teacher and a mom to my two wonderful kids, Jonah, who's 4, and my daughter Eve, who's 1. We're so lucky to live so close to my parents, and we have my mom, Sharon, here with us. We love being members of PJ Library. Ever since my kids were 6 months old, they've sent us a book every month. And so by now, we already have a whole library of over 50 books, all about Jewish holidays and values and traditions that help us have great conversations at home. We also love being a part of our local Buffalo PJ Library group. We get to celebrate and learn and play with all of our Jewish friends, and it's been such a great experience. When the pandemic started in the spring, it was so stressful to figure out how to keep my family safe and healthy, but also active and engaged, both physically and with our Jewish life. It was such a ray of sunshine to be able to have PJ Library there for us, with all the books that we could read at home, but also to engage in the virtual activities online and participating in different Shabbos activities. A couple times a year, PJ Library sends us a bonus book. One time, we even got this Jewish children's holiday kitchen cookbook that we love using together as a family to make easy recipes that even I can't mess up, and making memories together. So we're gonna share one of these recipes with you today and make apple honey cupcakes. Okay. So we need to mix the oil with the honey. How's it smell? Does it smell good? Yeah. Nope, now we gotta do the honey. The honey, that's right. Go for it, dude.
Pour it in, buddy.
Nice.
Nice job, Joe.
Okay, we gotta mix these together. I think we gotta use
How many eggs?
2.
Sugar?
You want me to give her more?
No sugar?
That's flour.
No.
Big dig, big dig, big dig, and then scoop, 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 scoop. Nice, that one was perfect. Whoop!
Sorry.
It's okay.
Here, you want to dump the apples in the bowl, please?
Can I smell it?
Okay, very gently smell it.
And then shake, 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 shake. Good one.
Are you cook it?
Yeah. All right, you want to come look, Joe? Stay back, but you can come look. Thank you for joining our little cooking demo. We wish you could try some of these delicious cupcakes. It wasn't until recently I learned just how much it costs to send books to 400 local families. PJ Library is supported nationally by the Harold Grinspoon Foundation and locally by Altman Dental, the Golden and Goldman Philanthropic Fund, and the Buffalo Jewish Federation. Every single dollar we raise tonight will go to putting more books into the more homes of Jewish families who need this to help connect them to their Jewish lives. Please join me in pledging a gift to the Campaign for Jewish Buffalo, which helps support amazing organizations like the PJ Library. Thank you so much. Shana Tova.
Those cupcakes looked amazing. I'm starving. I don't know about you, Nancy.
Would you like some? Wait, it's COVID. I can't do that.
I'll take. You know what?
You have your own in your gift bag.
I have my own gift bag. Yeah, I'll take a piece.
Excellent. There are so many ways to support the Campaign for Jewish Buffalo tonight. Many of you in town received your pledge cards in your gift bag. It's so simple. Just fill it out and send it back.
My mouth is full. But please give generously. Our community needs you.
This popcorn is making me so thirsty.
This popcorn is making me thirsty.
Okay, Seinfeld.
Our next segment features our partnership region in Israel, and this is sponsored by the Foundation for Jewish Philanthropies.
Good evening, Jewish Buffalo. My name is Sharon Chayet, and I'm proud to direct the Partnership Together program of the Western Galilee in Israel and 16 Midwestern community and Budapest. I am standing inside our partnership headquarters on the Mediterranean, just a few miles from Rosh Hanikra, Israel's northern tip with Lebanon. We love you, Buffalo, and count you amongst our most cherished partners. Your passion for building community and your enthusiasm for the partnership program is second to none. Well, since we cannot be with you in person tonight, I am pleased to send our love with a little bit of singing and greeting from our Regba Elementary School.
Shalom Buffalo from Regba School in Israel.
We hope to see you soon.
We want to sing you the song Eretz Yisrael Sheli. We wish you Shana Tova.
3-4
ארץ ישראל שלי יפה וגם פורחת, מי בנה ומי נטע כולנו ביחד. אני בניתי בית בארץ ישראל, אז יש לנו ארץ ויש לנו בית בארץ ישראל. ארץ ישראל שלי יפה וגם פורחת, מי בנה ומי נטע כולנו ביחד. אני נתתי עץ בארץ ישראל, אז יש לנו ארץ ויש לנו בית ויש לנו עץ בארץ ישראל. ארץ ישראל שלי יפה וגם פורחת, מי בנה.
That was great. Thank you for the students at the Regba School. And thanks as well to each one of you for your support of the Federation and our special friendship. We are so grateful for your investment and hope that you will give generously to the 2021 campaign for Jewish Buffalo. Your dollars matter not only for strengthening your community, but to supporting us here in Western Galilee. So from the bottom of my heart and on behalf of our leadership team, thank you, Buffalo. And we all cannot wait to see you in person when the pandemic is over.
Oh my God, Rusty, those kids were so cute. Shalosh, Arba, right? And they were all wearing masks and staying safe.
Did you check out the N95 masks in your goodie bag? They are amazing. Thank you to Todd, Sam, Joni, and the entire Shatkin families.
You know, just seeing the partnership building, it really touched my heart. I was just there. It was last December, but a million years ago. And it was such an incredible experience to be part of the Momentum trip and to meet moms from all over the world and feel more connected to Israel and to my Jewish life. Buffalo only joined the consortium 3 years ago, but we've already made such a great impact in the region.
It's pretty incredible. And there's a lot more information in your program book. And Nancy, you're actually all over the program book.
I am?
Yeah, you're famous.
The Buffalo Jewish Federation gives over $50,000 a year to support our partnership, and this money comes directly from the dollars we raised tonight.
Well, now you're in for a special treat. Many of our friends with the Nickel City Jews, our community's engaging young adult program, stopped by to share some of their stories. A special thank you to co-chair Shiri Kester for pulling this together.
Okay, so What does Nickel City Jews mean to us?
I am so thankful for Nickel City Jews. I go to their events all the time just for fun, just to meet people. It's great having a group of people in town that are my age, that are so accepting, so non-judgmental, and that I can talk about things relating to Jews. I mean, I'm from California, so I really don't have much family around, but it's really great to have this community right here in Buffalo.
For me, Nickel City Jews is about connecting with a community in Buffalo that shares my heritage, that Jewish heritage, and exploring it in a fun way.
So I'm from San Antonio, Texas, and I moved to Buffalo about a year and a half ago. But when I came to Buffalo to interview for my job, there was this crazy snowstorm. It was so freezing cold, and I just thought, how am I going to live here and handle this weather? Luckily though, during my interview process, Nickel City Jews hosted a Shabbat dinner, and there were so many nice people. They were so welcoming and warm. I thought, okay, I can do this. I'll have a community and friends, and that's exactly what happened. I am beyond grateful for Nickel City Jews.
It has been a great time at our Purim events, our Shabbats, and our many other events that Nickel City Jews puts on together. Living here in Buffalo all my life, it has been a great way to meet new Jewish people from around the community. It has also been a great way for people new to Buffalo to be able to see the city of Buffalo, but also to meet a nice, amazing group of people dedicating to forwarding Jewish values.
Nickel City Jews has meant the world to me over the past couple of years. It's been my Jewish lifeline since moving to Buffalo. I've been able to make friends who I'll know I'll have friendships with for a lifetime, while learning more about my religion.
To me, Nickel City Jews has been a place to foster friendships and professional relationships, and I absolutely love going to all of the holiday parties.
So the first memory I have at the Nickel City Jews, it's kind of embarrassing. It was 1 year ago. Buffalo Jewish Federation annual kickoff. I had just moved to Buffalo maybe 3 weeks prior. I get to the front of the line. This is after everyone's already gone through. Do you have your ticket? I hesitated. Miriam Abramovich came over, saw what was going on, and did something that I will never forget. She gave up her seat at the table for Nickel City Jews, and I thought to myself right then and there, and it holds true to today and will continue to hold true. That moment made me realize that I was in a good place. I made the right decision moving to Buffalo, and I'm proud to join the Buffalo Jewish Federation and the Nickel City Jews, and it's been a great year since.
Nickel City Jews is so important to me and has become such a huge part of my life. I've made so many friends. I think majority of my friends are people that I have met through Nickel City Jews. Giving to the Federation means supporting organizations like this one. It's helping people and giving them wonderful opportunities throughout the community.
So many good memories, but what I'm most grateful for are the friendships we've developed with the Jewish community. Looking back, I can honestly say that some of our best friends we met through NCJ. I'm so grateful for them, and that's why we give to Federation's annual campaign, and we think that you should too.
Watching that makes me wish I was 10 years younger.
Nancy. It was actually great seeing everybody get together like that. It's wonderful to see Sherry. I've known Sherry for years, since our days at Camp Lakeland, and she hosts so many fantastic Shabbat dinners, bringing everyone together. It's a really wonderful time spending with the rest of the community.
And you and Sherry were some of my favorite CITs.
Aww.
Did you know that you can make your gift right now? All you need to do is take out your phone and text the words Jewish Buffalo to the number 31996. Text the words Jewish Buffalo to 31996.
Okay, now our next segment involves a little bit of work on your part, and we really wanted you to enjoy it, so we included a deck of cards in your goodie bag. So if you haven't already, grab your playing cards and prepare to be amazed.
Amazed?
Yes. Wow. This segment is sponsored by Amherst Memorial Chapel.
Hello. I am magician Garrett Thomas. Are you ready for some interactive magic?
Problem is, you're going to have to do this at home. I can't be there with you, but don't be afraid. If you follow my instructions, I will guide you, and it should all work out. What you'll need is a deck of cards, and actually you won't even need the whole deck. I want you to remove 6 face cards. So whatever face cards you like. I have 6 cards here. The rest of the cards we can throw away. They won't matter. All that we're going to focus on is the 6 cards here. And you're going to make our star. One triangle pointing one direction and another triangle pointing the other. I am only using the 6 face cards to make it more interesting. If you have more than 2 people involved, feel free to use any 6 cards available. From a magician point of view, the Star of David is the heaven and the earth, up and down, as above, so is below, the mind to heart. There's so many beautiful symbolism here, but this is going to represent community. And I want you to choose one card that you see to represent yourself. I want you to turn all the other cards face down except for the one. And I chose here the Jack of Diamonds. And I don't want to forget that. So I'm going to write this down. You don't have to write it down, but if you want, you can write it down. So I wrote down the Jack of Diamonds, and we'll place that there for later. So life has its ups and downs, and it's never this organized. You know, this would be like utopia. So what I want you to do is I want you to choose one of the face down cards and turn it face up and place it on top of your card. Then choose another one of the face down cards, turn it face up, and put it on top of one of the other face down cards. So any way you want to go, that's fine. 2 more face down cards, you could choose either one, turn it face up, and place it on top of the other. Now you have 3 piles. You can then turn over a pile, or 2, or 3. It doesn't matter. I want you to then stack up the piles in whatever way you want. If you want to take this pile and put it on top there, or this and place it on top there, and this here, or that there, it doesn't matter. Whatever way you want to stack them up. We live in unprecedented times. These shuffles are going to represent the disruptions in our life. And right now we have these 3 piles stacked up. So we could split it up by moving 1 card to the bottom, then taking the top 2 cards as one and turning them over. But sometimes people feel like they're on their own and there's no one to help. And we're all kind of doing our own thing and we're not connected. So I want you to take the top card, move it to the bottom, and then another. Keep on doing that until you want to stop. I'm going to stop there, but you can keep on going. That's up to you. Then you could take the whole pile and turn it over, or not. Then you could take the top 2 cards and turn them over, or not. Some people will, some people won't. It's up to you. Then take the top card, put it to the bottom, or the bottom card and put it to the top. Then you can turn over the whole pile, or not. It's up to you. You're going to kind of do your own thing. You can move the cards from top to bottom, or you can move the cards from bottom to top, or you can turn over 2 cards, or you can turn the whole pile over or not. You can take the top card, turn it to the bottom. This is really a mess. But I noticed that in the community, if we look at it as connected, and you give what you can, the spirit of giving is contagious. And it's like a domino effect. Once you start, it just affects everybody around you, and it all comes back to you. So this is the domino effect. If you're ready to, you're satisfied these are shuffled, I'm ready to fix the problem. I want you to take the top card and turn it over. And then take the top 2 cards and turn them over. No surprises. Take the top 3 cards and turn them over. Take the top 4 cards, turn them over, and then take the top 5 cards and turn them over. And what you'll see is that all the cards are straightened out except for one. And that one card that is straightened out just happens to be your selection. And I'm hoping that worked for everybody, that the one card turned around is in fact your selection. The thing to take away from this is it looks like a mess, it looks like chaos, there's all this disruption, but you know there's a plan. And if you have faith and give what you can, it'll all work out.
Thank you. Oh, look at
Aww. Wow. Garrett.
It's crazy. Did not expect it to work. I thought he wasn't going to get me. He got me.
I love that we both picked queens.
It's fabulous. I hope it worked for you all at home.
I really hope. That was so cool.
Now, we're going to turn our attention to another vital program powered by the Buffalo Jewish Federation's campaign, our Jewish Community Relations Council, that has made such an impact on our community this year.
One area of JCRC work focused on criminal justice reform. Our friend and talented artist, Valentino Dixon, was wrongfully imprisoned for 27 years for a crime he did not commit. Valentino was exonerated 2 years ago and has been a vocal advocate in Buffalo and across the nation. We're so lucky to have him pop in tonight with our JCRC intern, Hannah Gabelnick, sponsored by Jewish Family Services of Buffalo and Erie County.
Yeah, hey, Hannah.
Hi. Okay, so I guess we can get started. So, last week on September 19th, it was the second anniversary since you were freed from a wrongful conviction after spending 27 years in prison for a crime that you did not commit. Can you tell us your story and how art saved your life?
Oh, wow. After all my appeals were denied, my uncle Randi, he said, you need to turn to your artwork. Maybe it'll help you get your freedom. He sent me some art supplies and some colored pencils. And from there, I started drawing every day, 365 days a year, sometimes up to 10 hours a day. And eventually I became known as the artist in Attica.
Since you've been released, what have you done to advocate for criminal justice reform?
Okay. Well, I've started a foundation called the Art of Freedom. I focus on sentencing reform and wrongful convictions because we have some of the most harsh, excessive sentencing laws in the world, which is why we have over 2.3 million people incarcerated because of this excessive sentencing. For example, one guy was sentenced to 20 years, but after 47 years, he's still in prison because the parole board refused to release him. Another guy was sentenced to 50 years for 2 nonviolent burglaries. And the solution to our sentencing reform situation is that you have to reduce the sentencing guidelines in order to rid our country of mass incarceration. But my message is this, is that if I can survive 27 years of wrongful imprisonment, then you can survive any challenge or obstacle or adversity that comes your way.
How can a younger white student make an authentic impact towards social justice?
Martin Luther King said it best when he said, how long will we continue to be blind to the injustice and suffering of others? So my question to any privileged or well-off or Caucasian person who hasn't dealt with the gun violence, the drug-infested neighborhood, the hopelessness, the lack of jobs in these communities, is to, whether it's in a small or significant way, think of something that you can do that can have an impact on making the inner city better. It could be because you have good writing skills, okay? You could put together a website trying to raise money for these kids in the inner city. They don't have any programs. They don't have anything to do with their time. You could write at your local politician and say, hey, we need to allocate funds to the inner city for a community center, a learning center, jobs, of course, and better housing. These are the things that change conditions of the people and change the mind state of the people if people have hope.
Why did you decide to collaborate with the JCRC and the JCPA?
Martin Luther King and Barack Obama had the most powerful, logical plan, okay? And they knew that they could not get their mission done without the help of non-Blacks. It takes effort from all nationalities to affect change in the world. And when you looked at Martin Luther King on that front line, he was walking hand in hand with people from all nationalities.
Thank you for speaking with us today.
Thanks for having me. Thank you.
What an inspiring story. The work of JCRC is so important and necessary, especially during these times. But how amazing to have such a passionate teen. If there are teens as woke as Hannah that are helping to make the world a better place, our future is bright. I think we're going to be okay.
We're going to be okay. I couldn't agree more. And as we close out the evening tonight, I just want to thank our committee and all of the sponsors involved. You can find out more in the program book to see everyone who's been involved in tonight's activities.
As we shared earlier, you can mail back your card, you can text your gift, or you can visit this website right here.
You know what though? I would actually prefer to talk to somebody on the phone. So I think I'm going to give Randi a call at 716-628-3431. And I have a feeling she'll be happy to take my call.
You know, Rusty, this past year I had the great honor to work with some of the most incredible people on Made in Buffalo. And we planned what was going to be the party of the century with an incredible locally grown talent, Cheryl Stern. Unfortunately, with COVID, we had to postpone it, but we hope it's going to come back next year.
Watch closely, because you just might find yourself in this next clip. Take it away, Cheryl.
Hello, Buffalo. Greetings from Manhattan. Hello, Buffalo. I feel like Sherry Lewis. But my name is Cheryl Stern, and I am made in Buffalo. I got my start at Amherst Senior High School in the musicals, in the operettas, in the theater, and I knew it was my passion. I knew that it was going to be my life, and I took classes at the Studio Arena Theater in Buffalo, and Buffalo launched me into what has been a 40-year career in New York theater, television, film, you name it. So I am very grateful, and I am very grateful to the Buffalo Jewish Federation, who was going to bring us to 710 Main, where Studio Arena used to be, my husband, Tom Kochan, and I, with our musical Shoes and Baggage this April. And of course, we all know what happened this April. COVID hit, and we were not able to bring the production. And it made me so sad, because this means the world to me, to be brought back into this community and to be honored. But the good news is it's going to happen again next spring. God willing, let us all be well and free to congregate again. And we will be there with bells on. When Rob Goldberg asked me to sing something for this event today, I was trying to think of what song would be appropriate. And what bubbled up in my mind was a song from a musical that I would never get to perform in, that I would never get to be a part of, but that feels so, so right for the time we're in now and for the amazing work that the Jewish Federation is doing every day. The song is Seasons of Love from Rent by Jonathan Larson. And I bring you today our rendition of it. Tom has created an amazing arrangement for you and recording, and we are joined by our fabulous friend and colleague, Broadway veteran and star Bobby Day from Book of Mormon and Aladdin and Lion King. So I hope you enjoy.
525,600 minutes, 525,000 moments so deep, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year? In daylights, in sunsets, in midnights, in cups of coffee, in inches, in miles, in laughter and strife, in 525,600 minutes. How do you measure a year in the life? How about love? How about love? How about love? Measuring love. 600 minutes, 525,000 journeys to plan, 525,600 minutes. How do you measure the life of a woman or a man?
In truth that she learned, all the times that he cried, and the bridges he burned, or the way that she died.
It's time now to sing out, though the story never ends. Let's celebrate, remember a year in the life of a friend. Remember the love. You got to remember the love. Remember the love. It's a gift from above. Remember the love. Measure in love. Measure your life in love. Seasons of love. Seasons of love. Measure your life in love.
Wonderful performance from Cheryl. It reminds me of a quote that was just in the New York Times about rent. The message of Rent isn't just a glib carpe diem, but a resounding declaration of stand with your community despite and make art despite. Now I know it's a song that means we will push to survive.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. Thank you for your generosity. It's all because of you, our community, that makes Jewish Buffalo so vibrant, caring, and connected.
As we address our challenges as a Jewish community, we see opportunity for collaboration, to invest more deeply, and make a deeper impact. And it's all because of you.
Every dollar that you give makes a difference here in Jewish Buffalo and across the world.
Thanks again for joining us tonight.
Thank you so much, and Lashana Tova.
Lashana Tova.
Is there a blooper reel at the end of this? Rusty was not on the Lakeland staff softball team.
We did that in one take, if you can believe it.
With our JCRC intern, Hannah Gabelnick. I was reading that cold. Gabelnick? Okay. With our JCRC intern, Hannah Gabelnick. It's Gabelnick. Gable. Over the past year, I'll just start over. For our Made in Jewish Buffalo, the Bright International Pope to families. Wow, oh, I screwed that up. Popcorn and talking on TV.
It's
probably
Take it away, Cheryl. Take it away, Cheryl.
Sorry.
Film
let's
it.
Finish this.
So do you want to do seasons of, and then I'll do the love?
Yeah.
That part?
Seasons of love. You want me to just hold the note and then you can like harmonize and riff on that?
Okay.
Seasons of love. That's not good.
Maybe we'd not sing.
Yeah. Oh. What'd you say?
American.
Randy? Are you there?
Well, I'm sorry. Can we do it one more time?
Ready?
Good night, everybody.
Thank you, Buffalo.